Hi, it's AJ. I'm a licensed esthetician in the state of Arizona, and today I want to talk to you about zits. Yes, zits. How you get them, why you get them, what you can do about them, what you can prevent them with, what they mean. So it's all about zits today. Um, One of the questions I get most frequently is what can I do to prevent them? First, let me start by telling you in simple terms what a pimple, or the technical term, which is pustule growth. Okay, and if you can hear that in the background, we're having quite the storm, so don't mind the clatter of the thunder and so on. Just pretend you're getting a spa treatment and it's the background noise, okay? Okay, so a pustule pimple zit is basically a little infection with some P. acne bacteria that is trapped underneath the skin. There's a lot of stuff going on in that skin. It's in the pore area, which is also like your hair follicle, same thing. There's basically one little hole that has three things going on. It's got a hair follicle, it's got a sweat gland, it's got an oil gland. So there's no wonder, there's room for problems there. So when that gets clogged up or backed up and it can't get out or it gets infected, that's what forms a pimple. Should you pick it? We're going to tell you no. But could I not pick my own pimple? No. You want to make sure that everything's clean. We do it when we do a extraction with a facial. There's a lot of prep work that we do first just to make sure your skin's in the best condition to do that extraction and to make sure that you don't get irritation, scarring, excess inflammation afterwards. So the best bet is to get a facial on the regular. Some facts about pimples: it takes a pimple about a full month to form. Yeah. So when you say, oh, that chocolate bar that I ate last night gave me a pimple, or my boyfriend's driving me crazy and he gave me a pimple, it's actually yours. You've owned it. It's been under your skin, working, percolating for about the last 30 days before it rears its ugly head. So some other fun facts about pimples is that their location actually gives us a little bit of insight to what's going on inside of our body, because what's going on with your face can mirror what's happening inside your body. I will give you some examples. If you have had a rough, hard weekend in Vegas, you have this area up here that I call the wine and cheese center. If you've had excessive little bits of alcohol, if you have had rich foods, one of the things that you'll see is a breakout in this little area in between your eyes here. So that's one place you can see a breakout. A very super, super common place is here and on the jaw lines, which most people know that that's like a hormonal breakout. An interesting little factoid that I found out is that for women, you can even kind of tell which side you're ovulating on based on where that pimple is forming. So yeah, put that in your pocket and pull it out when you need it do a party trick or something, I don't know. Cheeks and in this area can be respiratory or allergy problems. Underneath the eyes can be your kidneys. Up in here can be like your stomach area. If you have like issues with indigestion, things like that. So those are just some little areas that you can probably relate to, and you've had a breakout here and there. Now, what do you do about a pimple to prevent them? The best thing is to exfoliate on a regular basis. I recommend doing an exfoliation at least 3 times a week. There's lots of different kinds you can use. There's scrubs, there's enzymes. We'll talk about those things later. But if you are exfoliating, you're kind of buffing off that dead skin cell surface so the stuff can't get all trapped inside there. So exfoliating is fantastic for lots of things, but it's very, very key in preventing a breakout. What do you do if you get a breakout? Like I discussed before, you can get a facial. We also have some different tools. One of my favorites is using a high frequency tool on the skin. It actually goes after moisture and it helps to kill the bacteria under the skin, so we can use those. I found it effective if you've got like a cystic type of acne. It helps, it will either, in my experience, it either makes it come to a head pretty immediately, or it will make it dry up and kind of go away and end the problem. If you need to treat it topically, you can always use a clarifying mask of some sort, which is another thing you should probably be doing about 3 times a week. But people don't realize that you can sometimes leave it on there and let it dry. Let it stand a little longer, in some cases overnight, as long as it's not an incredibly aggressive product that's going to keep, going after your skin. You might want to ask your esthetician about that one and what would be safe. Things like charcoal masks are good for breakouts. Zinc and sulfur is really great for breakouts. So I hope that you found this informative and that you learned everything you ever wanted to know about a pimple. I'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell if you want to get notifications of my newest uploads.